This is a topic close to my heart because as someone who is a recipient of some of these awards, I can personally say from experience that these reward systems does improve lives, figuratively and literally. It motivates S&T career paths and also, of course, improves the S&T ecosystem of our country. Okay, when I thought of, okay, what kind of message do I have to present in this conference, I thought to myself, well, I do have some lens, but I felt that, okay, I need to have another lens. And fortunately, I have a colleague, Said Moncawe, in NFRDI, who I've been working for the past 8 years. He just graduated from Seoul National University with a degree in Masters in Public Administration from a COICA scholarship. So, recipient din po siya ng isang reward system. And so, I asked her to join me in this presentation. Unfortunately, she agreed. Now, again, I am Mujikiwis Dalisay Santos po. No? Mujikiwis is a Native American English name, para po siyang Pocahontas. It means God of Winds. Ano po? But I'm a pure-blooded Filipino, pangalan lang po ng Mujikiwis. Ano po? Ang nanay ko po ay pinanganak at lumaki sa Tondo, sa Tagalog po siya. And ang tatay ko po ay isang Kapampangan. Now, I did ask myself, bakit kaya ako na-invite na mag-talk about reward system? And I said, perhaps maybe because I'm the first ever and right now the only career scientist 5 in the country. Maybe because, as I've said, I'm a recipient of some of these awards from Presidential Lingkod Bayan, the UP Alumni Awards, to a reward from Canada. Maybe because I'm also the editor-in-chief of the Philippine Journal of Fisheries, responsible for its indexing in Scopus and DOAJ. So, a lot of stuff. But maybe because, actually, a fish was named after yours truly, Chelito Burgas and Tosi, with an official English name of Pogi Perchlet. That's why, for some, they call me Dr. Pogi or Doc Pogi. So, alam na this. And so, I'm also a part-time influencer with about 16,000 followers. So, going back to our topic, as I said, when Sai and I sat down and think about, okay, what message do we impart about reward system and how to enhance it, we decided that, okay, we will not just sort of list down a longer list of recommendations, but actually do a policy analysis, a policy brief, right? And so to contextualize, we started off by defining what's a reward system. And as per Bratton and Gold in 2007, we take all form of payments, whether monetary, non-monetary, psychological, for work performance. And in 2003, Manus and Graham mentioned about the concept of total rewards, which includes two types: transactional rewards, tangible, yung nakakahawakan, nakikita, and relational awards, intangible, yung nararamdaman, like learning opportunities, professional growth, and overall work environment. And using this scope, this definition, this context, we sought out and surveyed what's out there in the Philippine S&T reward system. And what we found out, but this is by all means not complete, but we've actually found a lot. There's a lot. As you can see here, there's government-led, private-led, and even university-led. And for government, of course, 7 institutions, actually majority of those programs are from the OST. We recorded around 29 programs for private, there are 5 programs in 4 organizations, and we just listed like 2 universities with 6 programs. And when we further analyze those reward systems, we can actually, again, divide them into transactional and relational. These systems thus provide cash prizes and financial incentives, R&D grants, allowances and benefits, seed funding, health benefits. For relational, provides recognition and prestige, career advancement opportunities, collaboration, and capacity building and institutional visibility. Now, zeroing on an example, a case study of a reward system is a scientific career system, which I am a member of, as I said. It has been around actually for a long time, about 40 years, since the 1980s, nung inumpisahan po itong system na to. And as you can see, it's a system of recruitment, career progression, recognition, and reward of scientists in public service, so sa government service po ito. It's being led by a council, chaired by the Civil Service Commission, co-chaired by the DOST Secretary, and members are the NRCP President, Mass President, UP President. And as you can see on the right, these are the ranks. No? These are the ranks that are afforded to someone who is admitted to the system, from Scientist 1 to Scientist 5, salary grade 26 to salary grade 30. Right? And as you can see there, the benefits, just the salary is very, very substantive. Not to mention, marami pong fringe benefits dyan, from travel awards, to publication awards, etc. etc. Pero meron pong plot twist. May plot twist? Yes. Bakit? As of July 2025, after 40 years of implementation, meron parang po 231 Filipinos admitted to the system. 231. Ilan po ang workforce of government? More than 1 million. Our population is almost like 120 million. To say that this number is insignificant is an understatement. And sa 231 po na yun, 80 na lang po ang active. Oh, 80. Ano nangyari dun sa 231? Well, yung iba nag-retire na, yung iba nag-depart na, yung marami na sa pre-departure area. So, 80 na lang po yung active. And to me, if you want to dream about nation building, 80 active career scientists will not do it. We did ask, and we do try to improve the system with the secretariat and the council going into the country, to motivate and do orientation and outreach. And we asked people, the participants, bakit kaya mababa ang mga career scientist number? And ito po yung mga lumabas. Yung iba, hindi nila alam. And yung iba, nung malaman nila, medyo mature na sila. Kulang lang tayo. Yung iba naman, kulang daw sila sa capacity, capability to do R&D. Medyo surprising yun kasi graduate naman sila, yung mga thesis sila na ginawa, but for some, motivation and confidence mababa. Enabling environment, institutional support is sort of limited. Understanding of management is also, again, an issue. And then, of course, merong mahaba yung prescribed years to apply, and also, yung iba medyo tinatamad, ang dami daw documentary requirements. Now, zooming out, issues and challenges, looking at all these reward systems, we found out that there's really fragmentation of our programs. Many rewards programs do overlap and sometimes exist in silos. There are gaps in inclusion. Many, in some way, of our reward system favor government and public institutions, leaving private sector scientists and early career researchers with fewer long-term structural incentives and regional disparities. And there's minimal private sector investment for S&T recognition and commercialization. Now, we did write some policy options here. Perhaps we want to establish a national S&T rewards coordination council. Perhaps number 2, establish an inclusive innovation support tracking system to strengthen early career regional and private sector S&T capacity. Kagaya ng nabanggit kanina dun sa isang presentation, I think this is also similar to that one, having this unified sort of tracking system and incentivize public-private partnerships for S&T rewards and commercialization. And as I've said, we did further in terms of analyzing these policies, policy options, list 3, we list down its advantages and disadvantages, and then we further analyze it by putting in a criteria in terms of implementability, short-term,